is up, everybody? Jay Costa here. Today I wanted to put together a quick video on why I do not call expired listings anymore as a real estate agent. Now, before I start this video, I want to get it out there that I completely started my real estate business by calling expired listings. I think it's a great way, especially when you're starting out, to just throw yourself in the fire. That way you learn and you're talking to sellers and people that you know have put their house on the market in the past. So it's a very targeted lead, so that there is a lot of value to that when you're starting. But as you build your business and as you grow your database, I do think it is important to start focusing on other lead sources, and I will tell you why in this video, and I will get to a couple different lead sources that I have had more and better experience with. So the number one reason why I do not call expired listings anymore is because it's just simply too competitive. There are so many agents that first day calling the seller to see if they're still interested in selling their house. If you call in that first day that after an expired listing expires off the market, you're one of probably 30 different realtors calling that seller on that day. The chances of you making an impact on that seller is extremely small. If you are going to call expireds, I would recommend you have to be either the first one to call, like 7:30 in the morning, or I generally, anytime I do call expireds now, they're old ones. They're really old ones, like 3, 6, 9 months, a year, 2 years old. For a newly expired listing, it is super competitive. The money is in the follow-up as usual, so if you are going to do it, you got to keep up with it. Most people, out of those 30 agents, 30 people call that first day. The week after, maybe you're down to like 5 to 10, and then 2, 3, 4 weeks after that, you're down to 1 or 2 or 3 agents still calling. I'm not the one to tell you to steer away from competition. Competition is great, and that's why I said that it's very beneficial to you and very valuable to you if you're just starting out as a real estate agent. Competition is really good when you're starting out because it builds a lot of different characteristics, different traits, and different skill sets that you're gonna need going forward. I don't want you to be afraid of competition if you're just starting. But the reason why I don't call anymore, number one reason, the biggest reason, is it's too competitive. Number two reason why I do not call expired listings anymore is problems. If a house expires off the market, especially in this market, where it's an extremely strong seller's market, you have to ask yourself, why did this house expire and not sell? And in my experience, most of the time, it's one of these few things. The price is too high and the sellers are unrealistic in their price. The sellers are just unrealistic. They have unrealistic expectations in general. They're simply unmotivated and they were just looking to see what they can get in this market. I built my business based on calling expireds and I had success with it. But the amount of problems that I had from those listings was way higher than what I have now. And I think a lot of that has to do with where I was getting these leads and the fact that they were former expired listings. The number three reason that I do not call expired listings anymore, and this is gonna depend on your market, but there is not really enough expired listings in this market anymore. With such a strong seller's market, the amount of houses that are expiring off the market without selling is very low. Most houses, the overwhelming majority of houses in this market, are selling when you put them on the market. There's just not that many. The less that there are, the more of a problem you have with our first issue, which is competition with other agents, right? So if it was a buyer's market and there was plenty of expired listings, okay, and it was actually a struggle for sellers to sell their house, which has happened many times before, and it can and will happen in the future, there would be more expired listings on the market every day, okay, and less of them would be getting calls every day, so it would be a little bit easier. But in a seller's market, it is really difficult to get enough expired listings to fill up your pipeline as a real estate agent. Here is what I do instead of calling expired listings at this stage in my real estate career. My number one lead source is simply cold calling. I get homeowners' information, homeowners' phone numbers. I put them in a dialer, just like you would with an expired, and I call them. Now, these are not sellers that I know for sure have put their house on the market, but Just the fact that I'm usually the first and only, a lot of the times, person calling them to see if they're looking to sell or if there's anything I can do to help them, that gives me a leg up. I was the first person to call 2 years prior. Chances are they're going to come to me first, and even if they don't come to me first, I'm going to have a leg up on my competition, and it's going to be only me dealing with maybe 1 or 2 other agents instead of 5 or 6. Now, the negative to this is that there's a longer time frame. If I talk to someone through a cold call, they may not sell for 3 years. Where an expired, it's usually going to be a much shorter time frame than that. They could be looking to sell right then and there. Another lead source that I rely on is my sphere of influence and my referral network. Friends, family, people that know me and trust me. That is a more dependable lead source than expired listings. I don't want you to think that you should not be ever calling expireds. I think there's a lot of value to it when you're just starting out especially. And even if you're not starting out, there is plenty of agents and plenty of teams just killing it, calling only expired listings and just churning them out. But as an individual agent myself who's looking for the least amount of problems possible, I decided to really start weaning off of the expired listings and start putting that calling into cold calling neighborhoods that I'm looking to get involved in and get business in. All right, guys, thanks for watching my video. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Do you still call expired listings? Do you have success with it? Or have you turned and pivoted your business to other lead sources like I have? Also, if you like the content that I'm providing with you, give me a thumbs up down below. It really helps with YouTube. And if you want to know about when I release more videos, hit the subscribe button and hit the little notification bell so you can get notified anywhere you are, anytime I put up a video. Until next time.